Let's look at the status of newborn screening for leukodystrophies. As I mentioned before, despite being added to the RUSP 7 years ago, only 36 states plus DC are actively screening for X-linked adrenal leukodystrophy. Elisa Seeger and the ALD Alliance have done tremendous work to get it this far and continue to work on the federal level to end what they have deemed death by zip code. But it shouldn't take this long to see every state screen for a RUSP condition. There are currently 11 states screening for KRABBE disease, with South Carolina being the most recent addition in May of 2023. In total, 14 states have agreed to begin screening, but 3 have not implemented it yet. New Mexico and Louisiana both have laws in place, but have not implemented. And Minnesota's Newborn Screening Advisory Board just voted earlier this month to begin the process. MLD is currently part of the ScreenPlus project in New York, and we will talk about that next. In addition, thanks to the efforts of the Evanosky family in honor of their 3 sons who all had MLD, Illinois passed a law to begin screening for MLD earlier this year, and it is estimated that they will begin screening sometime in 2024. There are also states that are looking into implementing pilot studies. PerkinElmer is preparing their lab-developed test. And there are several countries in Europe and the Middle East that are also beginning their own pilots. In fact, in Germany, they have already identified. I forgot that I had a slide for the Europe one. So this shows the newborn screening studies that are currently happening. And in Germany, through their newborn screening pilot, they have already identified 3 children with MLD. It is an incredibly hopeful time for metachromatic leukodystrophy. CTX is also currently part of the ScreenPlus project in New York, and they are waiting for a patient to be identified through newborn screening in order to validate the assay. CTX already has a treatment. GM1 is also currently part of the ScreenPlus project in New York, and their goal is a little bit different. Their goal is to validate their newborn screening test so that when they have an approved treatment, which they believe will be in the next 5 years, they will be ready to go with newborn screening advocacy and a RUSP nomination. ScreenPlus is a unique program happening in New York that currently includes 14 disorders, 3 of which are leukodystrophies and 10 of which are lysosomal storage disorders. ScreenPlus is an opt-in, consented research program that is helping to provide much needed data both on the newborn screening assays themselves, but also on the psychosocial impact of newborn screening. This innovative project is so necessary because in order to submit to the RUSP, you have to prove with data that the newborn screening test works and that a patient has successfully been treated as a result. Many states don't allow pilot studies or don't have the resources to run them. How are advocacy groups supposed to get this data? Projects like ScreenPlus in New York and Early Check in North Carolina are paving the way for that data, and we hope to see more like them in the future.